today, what we're going to talk about is mindfulness. If you are in our DMF youth programs, you probably just learned about mindfulness right before the craziness of all the schools shut down. So we're going to do a quick review, and we're going to teach our friends and family around us too, so that they can join our practice. So what is mindfulness? Basically, mindfulness is just noticing what is happening right now in this present moment. It could be noticing what your body feels like. It could be noticing your breath and what does that feel like? It could be noticing what you're thinking about. It could be noticing your emotions, your feelings. It could be noticing your surroundings and so many different things. And when we start to notice them, we're going to start to focus on them and pay attention in a deeper way. So simple, right? But it's actually really tricky. So that's why we're going to practice. Now, why do we do this thing called mindfulness? Well, so many studies have proven that people that practice mindfulness are overall happier. They're able to focus better. Their brains are actually growing. It's crazy. Parents, if you want to learn a little more about the science behind mindfulness, click the links below. But for kids, and actually for everyone, here are my top 3 reasons for practicing mindfulness. Number 1, it helps you to focus better on anything that's important to you. Maybe you play a sport and you want to get better at that sport. Maybe you play an instrument and you want to get better at that instrument. It helps you focus on your schoolwork, get better grades, get better test scores. It helps you focus on, maybe you're in a theater club or a debate club. It helps you focus better. And how many times have your teachers or your parents say, focus, focus, but they never teach you how, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn how to focus and pay attention better. Number 2, it helps us calm down and feel a little better when we have all those icky feelings like anger and frustration and worry and nervousness and overwhelm. All those things that sometimes give us a pit in the stomach or make us want to do something that we know is probably not the best thing. It helps us with that, helps us to calm down. And number 3, mindfulness can actually make you happier. Isn't that cool? And we're gonna learn some exercises specific to happiness a little bit later. But for today, we're gonna start very simple. So what I want you to do is take a seat. I'm gonna scoot back so you can see me. And anytime we practice mindfulness in our Awesome Human Challenges, I want you to do what we call a mindful body. So all a mindful body is sitting crisscross, putting your hands on your knees, down or up, and have a pretty tall back. So it doesn't mean sitting super straight and super strong so everything is really stiff. It's nice and relaxed. I just want you to make sure your hands are on your knees and there's no elbows, okay? Because I know this is a little bit easier, but sometimes if we have our elbows down or slouched, it's gonna make us sleepy and it's gonna be hard to focus. So let's practice. Put any kind of body you want on. I'm just gonna be here for a sec. And when I say put your mindful bodies on, I want you to put your crisscross legs on and sit really tall. Ready? Put your mindful bodies on. Good job. Let's do it again. Now I want to see this time how quickly you can get into that mindful body. Put your mindful bodies on. Amazing. You are ready to go. So I might keep reminding you to put your mindful bodies on because sometimes we start to sink a little bit, okay? So if you hear me say put your mindful bodies on, you just come right up here. So today we're going to practice mindful listening. We listen all the time, right? But we really don't ever pay attention to it. So today I brought my special singing bowl. This bowl makes a really cool bell-like sound. So the first thing we're going to do is I just want you to try to put all your focus on the sound of this bell. Just listen to it. That's it. Super simple, right? Pretty cool sound, right? It comes from a bowl and it makes a ringing sound. Amazing. Now, this time, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ring the bell and I want you to put all your focus on that bell. And when you hear it stop, again, when you hear the bell stop, when there's no more sound in the room, put your hand up, okay? So make sure, like if I ring it, don't put your hand up right away because here, it's still going, right? So I only want you to put your hand up when it stops. So let's try that. Ready? I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna really listen to that bell. When it stops, I'm gonna put my hand up. Awesome. Amazing. Now, I have a challenge for you. We're gonna do the exact same thing. When you hear the bell stop, you're gonna put your hand in the air, but you're gonna try to do it with your eyes closed, okay? So put your mindful bodies on, close your eyes, and when you hear the bell stop, raise your hand. Open your eyes. Oh my gosh, amazing. What was different when your eyes were closed? You can shout out right now, you can write in the comments below. For me, I feel like the bell was longer. And when we teach this to our students in class, sometimes what I actually see is it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 more seconds before they raise their hand because you're really listening to all that last little bit of sound. So awesome job. Now, one more thing, one more practice, and we're done. So I'm gonna ring the bell again, but don't raise your hand this time, okay? Just listen, and then I'm gonna set my timer on my phone for 30 seconds. And during those 30 seconds, I want you to listen to what you hear around the room, maybe even outside the room. So you might hear your parents, you might hear the sound of a floor creak or door, you might even hear your breathing or something outside. So I want you to listen. I'm gonna put my stopwatch on and I'm gonna start it after the bell, okay? So put your mindful bodies on, close your eyes, listen to the bell, but don't raise your hand. Just keep listening to the sounds around you. And open your eyes. What did you hear? I heard my neighbors upstairs moving something around, maybe furniture. I heard my dog over there, Alice, she was kind of rustling around. I heard her breathing and kind of squishing on a toy. I even heard outside, I heard a beautiful, I think it was probably a family of birds. There's definitely more than one, tweeting and talking to each other. I even heard the floor creak. And I actually heard my own breath when I was breathing in and out through my nose. I want to know what you heard. You probably heard so many things that maybe you don't normally hear. So I have a challenge for you. Sometimes before the next DMF Youth YouTube video, I want you to take a minute, maybe a minute in the morning or a minute in the afternoon. You can do more if you want, the longer the better. And notice what you hear. Think about or really focus on how many different sounds can you hear. If you want, you can write them down, put them in the notes, or send them to us. You know our email, and we'll post them if you're up for it. So you did it. Thank you so much for joining us today. You made it through your first DMF Youth full session. Let us know what you love, what you want more of, and in the comments below, and we can't wait to see you next time. We hope you keep moving, keep dancing. Remember, you can do this video more than once in a day or every day, whatever you want. We have a new video coming out every Monday and Wednesday. So stay safe, stay healthy, keep moving, and thank you guys. I hope you have an awesome day.